Hey guys, what's up? It's Yannick. Welcome back to Gasoline Culture and the misty mountains of Switzerland. First and foremost, sorry for the lack of content that we've had over the past couple of weeks. It's just life keeps us very busy and we're not actually full-time YouTubers. However, we do promise to put out as much material as we can, and there's a lot more coming. And yeah, so we checked out our YouTube analytics and saw that we actually have 2% female viewers out there. And we always thought like the cars that we show on YouTube are very masculine, and you know, we thought we'd put something in there for the ladies. So the car that we're going to be looking at today is actually driven by a girl, and I think you might like this one, so check it out. Alright guys, so the cat's out of the bag. As you just saw, this very girly car is actually a Mercedes-Benz S63 AMG Coupe, the 4MATIC S version. And yeah, it's not the most common girl's car in that sense, but yeah, what an amazing car it is. As you just saw from those exterior clips, the car is absolutely stunning. In my opinion, it's one of the best looking cars out there on the road today. I mean, just the whole AMG styling on this car matched with the elegance of a black Mercedes S-Class. It's just an amazing combination. And yeah, just the front looks so aggressive. Loving the side profile and sort of the lines, and this big seamless window on the side here, which is basically, it looks like the C215 CL, which is one of my all-time favorite cars. And you know, the CL55 AMG, I think it was 2006 or something, with the quad exhaust. Still love that car today. Just such a special design, and this car is, you know, it's for the guy who doesn't want to be driven in an S-Class and doesn't want to drive a limousine himself, so he just gets this. It's just the big body Benz, you know. Yeah, the rear of the car looks great. I mean, the diffuser and the quad exhausts, they look fantastic, very sporty, but still elegant at the same time. I think the only gripe that I have with the exterior of this car are the rear lights and just that little lip on the rear of the trunk. I don't know, but if you look at the, I think 2009 Renault Laguna Coupe, they look very, very similar. And yeah, who did it first? Mercedes? I don't know. We'll add a picture of that somewhere around here. But yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. The car's exterior is one thing, but this car is all about the interior. I mean, after all, it is an S-Class. Just look at this leather palace that we're sitting in here. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, Mercedes-Benz interiors have always been amazing and top-notch, but this is just in another fucking category. I think you could easily say that this is in the same league as a Rolls-Royce, or even better than that. I mean, it's not only the perfect fit and finish, or oh, I thought that was the owner of the car. Just the typical Mercedes fit and finish, which is absolutely top-notch and industry leading, if you ask me. But it's also the design of the actual interior. I mean, if you look around, you know, the air vents, as well as the dashboard, the curved dashboard with the carbon fiber, the beautiful stitching, there's leather absolutely everywhere. Just the design of the buttons in the door for the windows and the steering wheel, it's just so well designed, and really just makes the interior of the car such a nice place to be. And probably the most important part about this entire interior are the seats. again, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. These are the best seats in the industry. This is probably the most comfortable seat I've ever sat in. It's like sitting on a $20,000 flex form sofa. I mean, it's incredible. It literally is incredible. From the way they feel, the way they hug around you, they are so soft. The leather is absolutely beautiful. So is the stitching. I'm actually getting a freaking massage on my backside right now. I think it's like a hot stone massage. And there's 6 different ones. It's absolutely incredible. This is also a car that I've driven many miles in on the German Autobahn. And let me tell you, going between 250 and 300 kilometers an hour, this car does it without breaking a sweat, and neither do you. You're just sitting in here, you're listening to Mozart, whatever, through the Burmester sound system. And I mean, you're doing it all one-handed. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, you're literally using one finger to steer. It sucks up all the bumps perfectly, and the power is definitely there. So initially, I didn't really want to talk about any performance figures because I think it's not really relevant in a car like this. I mean, this is not something that we're going to be, taking up a pass or whatever. This is really not what we're trying to convey, and it's definitely not what the car was built for. But a little bit of information is always necessary on all cars we review. So obviously, this is the S63 AMG Coupe. It's the S4matic version, so 585 horsepower and 900 newton meters of torque from its 5.5 liter V8 twin turbo. And yeah, it weighs somewhere over 2 tons. It's a very heavy car, but I mean, power wise, it's just that typical AMG sort of effortless power reserve that you have. Now, I know that's a term from another brand, but this is pretty much what it feels like. You'll never be in a situation where you feel like you need more power. I mean, the thing just goes. And even though it's twin turbocharged, the way the torque comes in at any time you need it or want it, it really feels like a naturally aspirated motor. And in terms of spec and looking at S-classes in general, I really do think that Mercedes have hit the sweet spot with this one. I mean, you can get this in 65 trim, so obviously it's got that amazing V12 twin turbo motor hand built by Michael Kübler. Shouts out to him. You do amazing work, my friend. But it's rear wheel drive, and I've driven S65s before, and you mash the gas and it's all just traction control cutting in, or when that's off, basically you just do burnouts and you don't move at all. And the V8 in this car, with its seamless power delivery and everything, along with the 4-wheel drive system, means that you'll never have any trouble overtaking or accelerating. You just hit the gas and it just goes, Oh my god, yeah, this car it's a luxury cruiser, but like, my god, when you hit the gas, 900 newton meters of torque, it's a rocket. It's an absolute rocket. So obviously, no car is perfect. I mean, this does have its very slight disadvantages, but I will say that this is one of the cars where it's really, really hard to say anything negative about it. Whilst the interior is absolutely gorgeous and, the workmanship is beautiful, there are things like this little piece of plastic down here, which just has, I mean, I'd imagine these buttons come right out of a or B class. And can you hear that? It just doesn't feel like the rest of this cabin. And I know that's complaining on a really, really high level, but I mean, come on, Mercedes. Like, if you did all of this so perfectly and so meticulously, then why the hell is this inside here? Like, it shouldn't be here. Same thing with this little like sunglass compartment up here. There's a couple of buttons. Same plastic, really, really bad. It's something very, very little and you know, I mean, people are gonna laugh at me for criticizing this, but come on, like, as I said, you went to these crazy lengths to manufacture this stunning interior, but you left that out. I mean, I don't know, like, I think that's something you could have, might as well have done while you were at it, but, you know, never mind. And, yeah, the other thing would be the gearbox. It's a great gearbox when, you know, you're just cruising and it's in gear. However, every time you stop, and like, I think AMG drivers or drivers of this car, they'll know exactly what I mean, because I've heard this from a couple other people who drive these cars, is you come to a stop, and we're just gonna let this lovely lady through here. You start, or maybe another guy, you pull away, and there's this very slight hesitation. It's like, do I go? Do I not go? Like, what do I need to do? And then it starts. And this is not a big issue, but you do feel it every time the car comes to a stop, and you know, you want to pull off again. And yeah, I think that, you know, they may even have tweaked it on the brand new models, but I can just feel it in this car, and I felt it in the past. It's something which I think they should, you know, have a look at. And yeah, I mean, the gearbox, obviously, other than that, is great. It's nice and comfy. It's not a full-on dual clutch. It's somewhere in the middle with like this wet clutch for first and second gear or whatever, which is great. Doesn't give you the downshift when you want them, but again, this is one of the few cars that I won't drive in manual mode, just because that's not what it was made for, literally. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I can complain about. That's it. There's nothing. I mean, the motor is perfect. You know, the interior is perfect. The exterior looks amazing. What a great all-rounder. I mean, that said, it's got space. It's got all-wheel drive. It's comfortable. It's beautiful. It's fast. It's kind of sporty. I think the girls like it. This quite possibly could be the best daily driver that I can think of right now. I mean, I'd actually love to daily this. Need to go talk to some people, see if I can get one of these for cheap. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I think that's it for our video today on the S63 AMG Coupe. What an amazing car. Tell us what you think about it in the comment box below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I promise you there will be more things coming up. We will find the time to make more videos. There's a lot of crazy cars coming. There's cheaper cars coming. We really want to sort of have you know, something for everyone. As usual, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.